This demo is an extension of another demo, how to add subscribers to a MailChimp mailing list whenever someone signs up to your Eventbrite event. This demo assumes that you've already completed the steps in the previous demo. So to extend the scenario, I've created a second test event in Eventbrite, this time a conference. And I've created a second test mailing list in MailChimp to correspond with a new event, so a conference newsletter. I'm stopping the flow so that I can edit it. And I want to add a bit of conditional processing, so I'm clicking on the plus sign between the apps and I'm adding an if node. I'm selecting the event ID of my original product launch event. And I'm copying the event ID from the URL of the Eventbrite event. I want to use the original MailChimp action, add the subscriber to the Product X newsletter, for the product launch event, so I'll drag it into the if node. And I want to add another branch to add subscribers to a different mailing list for a different event, so I'm adding an else if branch to the if node. And I'm setting the event ID of the new conference event. As before, I'm copying the event ID from the URL. I want to add another MailChimp action here to add subscribers to the new conference newsletter. Here's a little tip. If you start typing the name of the field, it'll appear, so you don't have to scroll through the list. I've set up my flow so that subscribers to the different events will be added to different mailing lists, so I'm ready to switch on my flow. To test my if node, I'm registering for my test product launch event in Eventbrite. Again, I'm using a name that will look obvious on my mailing list. Use a different email address from the first time you signed up. MailChimp adds subscribers to lists based on the email address, so you'll need to use a different one here to ensure that you see a new subscriber on the list. I'm also going to register for my new conference event. And once again, using an appropriate name so I can be sure that it's worked. So now I'm checking to make sure that my new attendees have been added to the appropriate mailing lists. So there's my new address for my conference newsletter and the second subscriber on the product launch list.